Hello everybody, welcome back to another Windrunner stream. Today's stream will be a little bit different than usual. In a sec, let me just sort out everything first properly. Where did my chat go? Oh my goodness, it is so distinct. It's so distinct. Okay. Um. So yeah, today we'll be doing a little bit of GBF talks and then like on the Guild War because this time the Guild War actually has plenty of stuff to talk about, right? We have a new weapon series as well as we have a somewhat actually doable boss, not like annoying but doable. So before I waste more of my time not doing Guild War, let's talk a little bit about my team. My team I've been using is a Lumberjack full auto team. If you want, you can go with manual with this. It's probably doable with lesser buttons and faster. Whether you have the proper grip, of course. I'm not sure though, because I don't use the burst team. I've been using full auto because school started, so I can't really spend attention on the Guild War itself, so I gotta rely on full auto to help me do the grind. Stuff that I use is obviously a full master level Lumberjack with ultimate mastery, because you do need Lock and Bird's Song of Balmy Breeze. These two are really helpful because they give you the spell cancel as well as remove one debuff whenever you get struck. You also get healed at end of turn, and it's basically one button you do not need to press. Really good. Lock is also really good because of Woodcutter Song being upgraded to 4 turns. This thing can last 4 turns basically. Lock is up most of the time, right? So which means every time Woodcutter Song is applied, Lock will work. And then obviously Miserable means for consistency. Nothing much to say, right? For defense, for like my team, I went with a bit more defensive. Athena for damage cut and a bit of like healing, because she gives refresh. A lot of sustain, damage cut, armor, wind damage down, conversion of to wind, and then obviously dispel cancel, delay, blind, auto, revenge. Counter, yes, that's the right word. We have Palladium, which is also damage immunity and debuff immunity, so Veil is also here. And then because I'm running a burn-based composition, her CA specs will definitely hit. The enemy will definitely get burned. There is like really reduced chance that it will be burned. So that's a very good uptime for her second passive, as well as a wind reduction to all allies, which is very nice. For this, I have Elmod, which is my auto dispel. Every time the enemy uses special attack, activate the dispel ability. And when you have 10 or more buff, which is dispel cancel is very important, you will guarantee a double dispel, which is really good because fire apparently don't have much dispel characters. If you don't have Elmod or you don't have Rezago or Regazo, whatever the other guy is called, Rezago or Regazo, is one of those two names. They both do a lot of dispels. And they all dispel when they full special attack. So these are the only 2 units as far as I know, and I think Summon Medusa, that actually dispels upon a full special move. I believe Summon Medusa does the same thing, and this one also have CA damage boosting. So he's really good. And obviously if you have Charged Diamond on the foe, the delay from Athena actually helps to counter that, so it's not the worst. And yeah, also the boost to multi-attack rate is really nice. You will get consistency all around. So Elmod is actually really good for this Guild War. I would recommend. This is my EMP. I should also put more in defense and maybe some in triple. And also maybe this one, because it helps to reduce damage when they get burned, which is really good. I will probably do it tomorrow because today is not really worth. They are not really having health problems in the first place. Last one is Percival. Mostly for him being damage DPS. And his third skill, really good. Not gonna say much. If you don't have Percival, your Guild War is gonna be hell. That's just gonna be saying. You need Percival to save. For the back line, I just put Alanan for in case there are any like nasty debuffs. He can help to debuff, cleanse the debuff as well. Anderson as a backup defense options. And for the grid I'm using the dagger grid. Obviously I'm using a little bit different. Most people I remember seeing are using something like this with one more dagger. I'm using one grand sword because I feel like that's better. And give me damage cap, and then obviously I'm using a defensive harp. I think this will be the same setup for me tomorrow for NM200, but don't quote me on that. For what I'm using a 000. just for the first skill, the first cast, the instant Ogi, so you can get CA reactivation, so you can get a lot of stuff ramped up. Especially if you do this, you can ramp up your Beelzebub stacks really fast. Probably like turn 3 or turn 4, you can already have max stacks already, so it's not that bad for non-Ogi classes, especially such as non-Kango. That's a really good boost. For healing, obviously, I told you I had Lucifer. I also got it uncapped. I preferred the healing specs, that's why I put it here. If I could uncap and get 230, I would still not put 230 Lucy as main summon. 000 just really gives you that much. The amplify is very important. For Bahamut, yes, it's also pretty good. Nothing much though. He's just here to actually reduce the cooldown of Yatima. Whenever Yatima can call, he can actually call out Bahamut's reduction, so it's pretty good. I sack all the HP stuff, so you don't have much HP in terms of like max HP. So I do not have the 30% HP from the Devil. I only have the Amplify for the Sun. So it's very damage focused. I don't think this will change even when we go to NM200. Likely it's gonna be the same grid, because I find the consistency in Dispel pretty good already. The only thing I would say is that maybe for the final day, I will change this to Dispel as well. That'll be the only thing I'll say, because defense, like the debuffs, we already have Athena handling it. Athena can handle this, and then damage up. For the damage cut, we already get a lot of the defensive option. If we need the attack down, probably we will come it from some summon, I guess. I don't think I will put out any of this character because they're working really well on this. I'm actually most of the time full health for this one. Most of the time. So yeah, it also depends on luck, RNG. You're using Yatima. Don't expect consistency all the time. Yatima is not a consistent summon. It's an RNG summon. So if you don't get Lucy as healing for like 2 in a row, don't blame me, because that is RNG, right? If you want the 100% Lucy, just put 100% Lucy. But obviously, I'd rather have Yatima because she cycles and she gives you 2 summon calls, essentially. So yeah. And then for people who are actually doing OTK, you want to use Yatima as main because she has, I think, the highest boost to elemental attack while still being somewhat useful, because you can double call on first turn or something. Is it double call? No, you can double call essentially every time when you just select her, and then everything else will start stacking while you have the 140% debuff. So yeah. With that said, I think that's all for like the grids saying. If you didn't grind the Exo Dagger, you do have the choice of using AES if you are free to play, Magna, or if you were like me, you grinded out the freaking Katana. As far as I know, the Katana wasn't a bad thing. It's just the damage was still lower. I didn't have it max, so I cannot say it for sure whether it was truly bad. But I was missing a lot of attack stats, so I cannot say that it's justified to use unbuilt, unfully finished 4 Wildfire Militis as a comparison, because I only got maximum 2 fully max. Yeah, I can show you my 2 fully max. I have tried it, it's not that strong yet. Yeah, you can see these 2 equip. Yeah, so my hope is that if you have double Magna, you might be able to do it, but this is very defensive. You got no healing. Your healing will be greatly reduced. If you choose this option, do take note, obviously, that you're kind of forced to go full Magna. You cannot use what I've been doing, which is Lucy. So I have 000 and Lucy, right? So that's how I envision, right? Obviously, there are other like form of battle styles, right? Like burst. There are definitely bursts out there. I'm not doing burst, I'm doing full auto, as said. So yeah. Most of the time the battle, I think by itself takes about 6 minutes plus. If you're lucky, probably very early 6. If you're unlucky, 7 minute 50 SARS plus seconds basically. Up to your pick, I guess. But basically it's consistently there, right? And so far, no pots used, nothing. People I heard was like having like revives, to use revive on this day. Probably not. If you have Athena is really defensive. I don't really foresee you dying that much. Unless, the only reason I see you dying is that you do not have a dispel character, auto dispel character. That's why the 2 to 3 dispel character that we have on the table, which is Vegazo, Elmot, and I believe Summer Medusa. Let me check Summer Medusa one more time. I'm pretty sure she has auto dispel. Let me check one more time just for consistency. Or is that something else? Okay, so Medusa needs stacking. So she needs to stack up 5 Serpent Surfer and not take any damage at the end of turn. And she will activate her Dispel. Which hits very hard, but it only does it once. And it also only does it every 5 turns if you use it on cooldown. And it has a few problems basically. But when you mirror image effect and Medusa dodge, it usually only takes about 2 turns to remove it. So if you have a consistent OG team, you might be safe. I can't say for sure though, because Medusa doesn't really help in terms of making faster OE teams. She actually slows down OE teams. So if you're running OG team, I know that people who run OG team and work better. Not much people use that though. Only OG is okay. But I'm just using full auto, which is like my brain dead, you know. Yeah, also if you have Rionas, you can use Rionas for burst and full auto. Pretty good. I didn't do a stream yesterday, neither did I share my grade yesterday. I'm sorry about that. It's just, you know, it wasn't the day. I was kind of tied up. And then I just in the end didn't do it. So yeah, the thing was yesterday I was doing full auto team for like a majority of the day, and I only went to burst only shortly after I was close to the end. So basically I wanted to burst a little bit harder at the end, and then try to get the honors needed. PS, I didn't get the honors needed, 90 mil, but the quota for first day is usually very hard to hit. Honestly speaking, if you're not using burst. If you're using burst, it's easier. So yeah, as you can see, it's very consistent. Over here, this is the time usually I would like to use this and this together. But you can skip this step obviously. Yatima can call it and then double charge it as well. There's no reason to worry about that. I usually like to use it turn 1. I just forgot about it. It's still full auto, right? Just one button. I mean, one summon. Up to you, but I mean, strictly speaking, you do not need it to play it as well. You can just let it be. Everything will still be the same. It's just a bit slower because you don't get the double OG. So you want to get the trend stack up so that MC will start triple attacking often. Essentially, it just increase your consistency. Nothing really that it doesn't happen at the time. It will be slower, but it will eventually reach the stage. And there we go. The auto dispel that you see from Elmot, really good. And then any other stuff, Yatima, my ONGU with buffs, which most of the time actually does happen. Or since you already casted Lucy 0000, once it has the Dispel All effect now. So if let's say if you need to, you can use Dispel All. This is one of the times where I see actually Percy actually already got up to 7 stacks so fast. Oh, there we go. Hope it lasts. There we go, Yatima. We got Bahamut and Lucifer's summon. So there we didn't get Bubs. If not, Bubs will actually help fence it. Well, now he got 2 debuffs. Just dispel those 2. Very good character. I think Elmot is slightly better than Vegazo in this case, because Elmot will eventually, Vegazo will eventually die due to his third skill. As much as he has a lot of stuff like free usage, double spam, and every time you OG, every time the boss uses special attack, he will auto trigger. He does have a turn limit of I think 3 turns. After 3 turns, he will just KO himself. So that's the downside of him, but Elmot does the job, in my opinion, better because it buffs the entire team. It's not a selfish. Most of the time selfish. So yeah. The Wings of Pure White, auto healing, refresh, and all the stuff. Hitting the points very nicely, and then 20% just nice. Palladium comes out, and you take no damage this turn. Really good. So yeah, with that said, I think that's all I can say for like full auto, right? I think the next time we will talk about it is probably also not tomorrow. It's also not Thursday. Thursday we're actually doing something else. So it'll be on the background running. I'm not gonna be talking about it unless we have extra time afterwards. We'll probably talk about it. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing with Guild War. I don't think this will change again. As said, for NM200, it should likely be the same. If anything, I'll just have a more defensive option and plus marks. If there's anything, you can see it's full. It's still full health. So it's like I'm not at all like scared for tomorrow. But it's not gonna be fast, obviously. It's this time. You see, it's about 7 minutes. Yeah. Yep, pretty much done. And then we can take a look at how often I've done a run. You can see. I just literally came back, so it's not like it's I've been doing the whole day that kind of thing. I have been outside for a while. Traveling from school and stuff. And this here you go. So I took 6 minutes 50 seconds. I said if you manual, you can get a 5-minute blast pretty fast. Just have buffs, core whatever. They deal 7 million, 6 million damage pretty easily, you know. Nothing much to say. They are pretty strong. This took 7 minutes. I've been doing this since like morning, so I do have a lot of runs. Then took 6 minutes 21. So there is RNG in terms of timing here. So you might want to take note of that, I guess. But most of the time, I think it's around there, right? Yeah. So pretty much I started out with this. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Nothing said. This is manual 550. Okay, so yeah, I just say I think that's all for the GBF part. If you want to continue watching, and yeah, we can just grind together. I'm still going to be grinding. It's just a short stream per se. But yeah, now I'm going to talk about the anime portion of the stuff, because I'm pretty sure if you Guild War, you're just, you know, full autoing. Come on, who plays it manual, right? If you play it manual, you're try hard, man. But there are also times where I like to also, like, you know, relax. I do not want to be sweaty all the time. Especially for Guild War, sweaty is okay, but I'm not the kind of person to be super sweaty all the time. So I usually pay homage to my games, right? Pay homage to my stuff. So right now I have let me see if I can actually open up this thing. There we go. So we're gonna take a look at our... Is my mouse being seen here? My mouse is not being seen, but you can see where I'm pointing anyway, pretty much. So first one we have here is Ore Dake Level Up Naken, which is the story of I level up. Only I can level up is in English, but Ore is me. Dake level up. Naken. Ken I think is a story, right? Or like Dake level up. Can level up. I can level up. Story, I think is what, if you translate in Japanese, it's like that's how it is, I think. Which is a little bit different from Korea. Only I can level up, but yeah. People who know this webtoon, this manhwa, I read this many years ago, back when it was still publishing. It was really good, and I'm excited for the anime. I watched episode 1 already, and it's been good. I do recommend people to watch this if you do not know why I haven't really read the manhwa, or you didn't know why people are hype about it. Just go watch it. I swear it's really good. And it makes sense why they air 1 and 2 in the simulcast in the theaters before, in the pre-release theaters before releasing on the TV, because of the cliffhanger was really a bad place to cliffhanger. It's really bad. They should have just done a 1 hour special or something and just be set for that time. But then again, because this is a 12 episode series, I guess it makes sense. Then again, Frieren is a long cast series of 2 seasons, so it's a back-to-back, that's why. But if I'm not wrong, Solo Leveling is only a 12 episode. Not noted to be a 1 season, but it could be like one course split into 2 parts. So part 1 and part 2. Likely that's what people are saying. It's still on rumors, but people kind of confirm it was 12 episode. Don't know where they got the source, but don't quote me as well because I only just, you know, talk about what I read. And what I read online doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. We need to wait until the official announcement comes out. But yeah. Next one we have is Sosei no Frieren. Obviously, if you haven't been watching Frieren, yeah. I haven't watched Frieren fully, by the way. I need to watch a few episodes. I intend to start watching only after they finish. For reasons. That is that I'm expecting good stuff. So I just want to bunch them up and then when I have a better time. Because last month, I didn't really have the time to watch it. I didn't even have time to binge properly, so Frieren was on the back end. But I do hope that I can actually enjoy Frieren. Frieren was okay. When I read the manga, I felt it was good. It had its good art moments, it had its good story moments, it has good characterization. But there are some parts which I also dislike because I feel it has the symbolism doesn't ring true totally to me because I have different values, which I had to respect the values when people put in the work in like the world. But there are values which I feel that I don't align with, and it is just something more like personal family values and stuff like that. It feels different. That I don't approve of, that's all. But other than that, I think it's a good series. I think it's fun. Fun is not the right word. I think it's emotional. Yeah, let's keep it at that. Okay, next one is Yokoso Jitsu Yoku Shijo Shugi no Kyochitsu A 3rd season, or Classroom of the Elite 3rd season. Classroom of the Elite is a good series. So I say. I only watched 2 seasons. And I read the light novel up to like a few volumes ago. I haven't read up to date, but most of the time I feel like yeah, a lot of the stuff is better binge for this series because of the amount of like they really give you very little to work with every episode in terms of like they give you the front plot, like the back plot is the interesting one. You're not going to be looking at the front plot. If you're looking at the front plot, you're watching the show for the wrong reason, I feel. Obviously there's like interesting points when you're watching it just like that, but I personally feel that the back plot, the behind the scenes are kind of more epic in my opinion. But that's just from my feeling when I read the light novel. Obviously, also best girl is Kay, come on. In before people start the waifu warring in my channel. I do also like Honami. The only people I don't like yet fully is Susune. That may change depending on how the later volume come out, but as of right now is Kei and Honami has always been a good contention. And Sakayanagi is, you know, the prestige lolly. Okay, let's go to the next one. Tsukiga Michibiku Isekai Dochu, 2nd season. All Moonlit Fantasy. I watched the 1st season, and then I went to read the manga light novel. It's a web novel. I think it's a web novel. I don't expect the best stuff in 2nd season. 2nd season is probably the more boring part of the show. It has interesting point, but it's also probably one of the more boring parts of the series. But doesn't mean it's bad, right? If I'm not wrong, 2nd season focuses more on the heroes. So I think a good like 3 episodes or 4 episodes will go to the heroes. Ideally, maybe less than that, but 3 or 4 probably is a good estimation. If they put 1 episode per hero, I do not think that is enough to handle the girl hero. The girl hero has a lot. The boy hero also has some nasty crap in his storyline, and I do think that it's a bit hard to justify, right? It's a bit hard to justify. I don't like the boy hero, by the way. I'm not gonna spoil much, but yeah, I have extreme disdain for him. Okay, with how it is though, I haven't seen one episode of this yet because it aired last night, and today at early school I didn't really get to have time to watch it, so I probably will watch it soon. Sometime. I don't intend to binge this. This one is okay to watch weekly. The comedy aspect is fun enough. Mashla, I'm skipping. If you watch Mashla, I guess, or you read Mashla, you can leave a comment down below, but it's not. I haven't think that this show has, this anime, how do I phrase this? This anime has not caught my attention enough. That's how I feel. Yeah. Shangri-La Frontier, I might continue. I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes and I stopped. Time constraint as per usual. Hopefully I can binge watch the first part, half of it, sometime soon. One Piece, never watched, don't bother to watch, never gonna watch. Who has the time to watch this show? Somebody must have been really free to watch 1090 episodes worth of this show, huh? Not mine. Kusuriya no Hitori Goto, or I don't remember, what is it called? What is this called? The Alchemist Diaries? The Apothecary Diaries, right? The Apothecary Diary, that's what it translates to. I had no interaction with this series. I heard it's a good series, has good art, but yeah, I'm not as interested. This one is very more politically involved, I think. So it's not as if I don't watch political series, but this is not my cup of tea. Not yet anyway. Maybe one day I'll pick it back up, but for now I'm just gonna keep this on hold or like considerations. I'm not gonna watch Apothecary Diaries yet, pretty much. So Sokushichi ga saikyo sugite isekai no yatsura ga marure aite ni naranai desu ka? Which is, I believe, my instant death skill cheats. My instant death cheat skill is so overpowered, I believe. It's the light novel title. I don't remember what is the full title. However, I have watched episode 1. It's been pretty hilarious and it's pretty funny. And people who say cringe, you go watch Konosuba and tell me when you first watched Konosuba, was it cringe or not? I didn't manage to watch Konosuba back then very young, when it started airing, and when it took me quite a while afterwards before I could go back and watch it after people like really tried to convince me to watch, and I gave it another try because it was too cringe for me back then. And after a while, it's like, this cringe actually is not that bad, huh? Yeah, so I will say that if that's if cringe is the reason, give it a while to cook, you know, your personality to be like, okay, maybe I can accept the cringe in the future. I think this is a fun series, absolute blast, mind blowing, dump truck fun series. So probably gonna watch this. Actually, 100% gonna watch this. What do I mean? I need comedy in my life. I apparently don't have enough RIP and comedy, right? Next one is Shin no nakama janai to Yusha no party o osdasareta node hankyo de slow life suru. Yeah, this one. I have not watched the first season. I cannot say anything about this. I don't even know this series. I don't think I remember this series at all. 2021, dude. Isekai Slow Life. So, I mean, if you watch the series, good for you. I'm probably not touching the series. So, yeah. Nothing much to say. Probably very generic, huh? Maybe. I'm not sure. Boku no Kokoro no Yabai Yatsu second season. Dangers in My Heart second season. I haven't finished season 1. I watched halfway. It's been really good season 1, but it's just that I didn't have the time to finish season 1 fully. So hopefully I can finish season 1 and catch up to season 2. And I read the manga, and it's pretty good. Also, they haven't caught up. Not even close to catching up actually for like manga, so I'm pretty far back as well. Hopefully one day I can finish both. I highly recommend though. It's pretty romantic. Really well made romantic, I think. Where are we now? Ragnar Crimson. If you like AG, Ragnar Crimson is for you. I didn't really watch or read this one, so yeah, not gonna care. It is a skip for me. If you do like this kind of edgy shonen, by all means. Undead Unluck, I didn't touch it in the first season. I won't touch it in the. I didn't touch it in the previous one. I won't watch this one as well. Maybe in the future, if I have time, I will probably consider. But for now, this is probably more like the I'm skipping this. If I do ever remember to watch, I'll come back to watch it. But if not, it's skip for me right now. Bato Seihei no Slave, our favorite NSFW series, right? Or everybody love it to call Chain Soldier in English, right? Chain Soldier. It's gonna air in a few days. I read up to the manga. I'm actually on par with the manga with this chapter. Oh boy, I would say that people who are not prepared to the first episode's NSFW, the nude scenes is not even nude yet. Wait on a little bit and the sauce will kick in. Both in plot and in quality, right? That quality. We all want that quality. However, I do think that the CGI usage is acceptable in this series. CGI is usually very looked down upon in anime. There are some that makes good CGI, but a lot of them CGI has been trash. I'm hoping this one doesn't go to trash. I'm hoping this stays at a decent level. I don't need it to be the highest level quality. I just need it to have a good, decent enough CGI that can compare with the lewdness and the story. Right? That's what I hope, and I pray gay, man. This series would be able to sustain itself. I like it, the rating is 7.77. Where did the 6.69 go? Oh, what? I think, what, which one's better? 6.96? No, 9.96 maybe? I don't know. 9.69? I think it's better. Okay, hopefully that will get the rating and then make it a meme. Okay, next one is Chiyu Maho no Machigata Tsukai Kata. I believe this is the wrong way to use your healing. Wrong way to use healing, or something along the line of that way. I have been addicted to it apparently. So basically, how I got to know this series wasn't because I touched the source material, but because I was watching a reaction channel reacting to this. I actually like the series. I like its first episode, and I like where it's going. I'm probably going to read the light novel. I'm probably going to read the manga of the series, but I'm also going to definitely be looping after the anime, right? I'll definitely be following up with the anime. But this is also another one I feel that the production quality might be at the level where it's nice, and I think it's quite a funny story. Not gonna lie, I actually really like the humor here. So I think we'll see how it goes, right? This is definitely those episodes where I say, if you don't like it, maybe you give it 3 episodes and, you know, hopefully you'll like it. If not, you can just drop it. But for me, I'm definitely watching this. I don't know, Exorcist. I haven't watched any of the season. I'm gonna skip this. Dungeon Meshi, I have no idea. Apparently people say it's nice. I've watched a lot of Meshi anime recently. I might want to give a break first. I might come back to this in a later time. Because I just finished I think a few seasons ago we have watched Campfire Cooking in Another World. So I think just give it a while for it to, you know, digest. You know, use the term digest. But if you are interested and you have been watching, you can comment down below how you feel about Dungeon Meshi as well. So far I haven't seen much people talk about it. I do see reaction channels reacting to it, but I never watched those, so who knows, maybe I'll probably take a look at it. Next one, Kekkon Yubiwa Monogatari, which is Tales of Wedding Rings. Well, we have Lord of the Harem, Lord of the Rings. Essentially, from what I've seen the trailer via GeekUp and some other sources, it looks interesting. I haven't watched it yet. On first glance, it looks really interesting. Because I feel like there's a hidden NTR aspect. But let's be honest, right? It's just gonna be a normal story, normal fantasy story. Also, I would like to say, but I do not know the source material well enough to deign this kind of thing onto it. So I'll probably give it like a 3 episode rule, and then we will see how it goes. If it's actually going to be good, and it makes it an anime Lord of the Ring, I'm gonna say yeah, let's do it, man. But obviously Lord of the Ring is very gruesome, right? So Who knows? Maybe there's some gruesome moments. Do I dare to believe? Probably not. Okay, next. Tomozaki-kun, second season. I never watched Tomozaki-kun. I dislike the series and I am not gonna watch it. And it's an unbased opinion, yes, but I do not like Usai character, right? Annoying characters. It's like some portion of the anime community like it. I'm part of those that I don't like it. Tomboys also I don't like it. So yeah, that's my taste. Obviously, I'm not gonna project it onto anyone. But yeah, I'm gonna skip this. Nozo Manu Fushi no Bokensha. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer. I might give this a 2 to 3 episode as well. I have no idea what this series is. I didn't really see people talking about it, so I cannot say much as well. I mean, I'm not gonna be like actively looking out for all the anime to watch this season, right? I'm a student, I need to be studying, right? So yeah. Alright, next one. Dosanko Gal na wa Namara Menkoi. What is this? Hokkaido girls are super adorable. Hard skip, man. Hard skip. Yaru, hard skip. No need to say much. If you like it, go ahead, but I'm just gonna skip that. Ooka na Tenshi wa Akuma to Oderu, a foolish angel dances the devil. This one is probably a hard skip for me as well. Actually, maybe not a hard skip. I might watch it in the future, but for now, I'll skip it for now. It's not I have no interest, but it looks, the premise I remember looked interesting for a romance series. Does it have romance? No, yeah, the romantic subtext. I guess there's romance, but it's okay, I guess. Next one is Akuyaku Radio level 99. Watashi wa ula boss desu ga mau de wa arimasen. Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. This feels like another secret antagonist kind of series, which will be kind of funny. As usual, I'm not gonna watch it right now. I'm probably gonna leave it to a much later season to watch it when there's lesser stuff to watch. But if I don't come back, then I'm just gonna ignore it. Basically, it's pretty much those series. Saikyo Teng no Meikyo Koyoku Taiyoku 999 no Last Skill Mochi Teng Yusha Pati wo. The strongest tank in the Bruins raid. A tank with a rare 999 resistance skill got kicked from the hero's party. I think this is a skip for me as well. If there's ever a reason why I come back, it's because I have no series to watch. I'm so bored and I wanted some harem. Other than that, yeah, enjoy. It could be good. There were some nice scenes, but I think it's very generic as hell. I'd rather watch Arifureta again. Okay, next one is it's the skip. I don't want Fluffy Paradise. Hell no. Ishura was, I think, where people are fighting each other. Yeah. I don't like this kind of series. It's too violent or it's too dumb. I can't choose which one. Probably a hard skip for me. I'm not gonna touch this. Next one is Loop 7 Kaimei no Akuyaku Reijo wa Moto Teiki Goku de Jiyu Kimama na Hanayome Seikatsu wo Mankitsu Suru. 7 times Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Now, my first interaction with this is based on those YouTube shorts. And I find the series actually looks appealing to me. This is probably one of those series that I'm also gonna chase after, because I like this kind of series. I mean, reverse harem is not a thing I would say that I like, but however, I think I enjoy the premise. I think I enjoy isekai a bit too much. Let's be honest here. I have been watching isekai for way too long. It's probably all in my brain right now. But yeah, this is probably one of the series I'll probably take a while to spend time watching, and probably spend time reading. And yeah, I heard it's a good series, so I'm excited for it. And then yeah, if you want to be introduced to it, I think who was it that actually introduced this? I don't remember. Someone actually introduced this online as well. But yeah, if you this is something I'm gonna be watching. pretty much. Yubisaki to Len Len. A Sign of Affection, huh? I heard this is quite good as well. No idea yet, but I probably will put this into the next season watch list. I probably already will pick up all the seasons I want to watch, all the series I want to watch this season already with my allocated time, so probably not gonna be a thing I'm gonna watch this season, but I do think that this is something I will watch, according to my liking anyway. Sasaki Dobi-chan, I'm probably skipping this hard. Yeah, this is probably something I'm skipping. This feels a bit weird. Not gonna continue with that. This one, Saijaku Teima wa Gomi Hiroi no Tabi wa no wo harimashita. The weakest Teima began a journey to pick up trash. This series, however, I seen the trailer. It looks like kind of screwed up at the start, and it probably gets a little bit better towards the middle to the end. Basically the hook was very good, right? I have no idea how I feel about this series, so I'll probably give it a 6 episodes, because that's when probably after the introduction of the fluffy part, will it have any dramatic changes, or it's just gonna be a fluffy journey? But if it's a fluffy slice of life, we have already watched a lot of stuff, fluffy slice of life already. We don't need more of that. So this really brings into how I feel that this series might be okay, might be bad, depending on how it goes. I will, however, say that if you haven't watched the PV, do watch the PV, and then you see whether you want to get into this, because I think some people do like dark stuff. This has a bit of dark stuff, a bit of kind of really screwed up stuff at the start, so may not be advice for everybody. Mahou shoujo ni akogarete. Whoops. Okay, yeah, oops, sorry. It's getting too dark over here. I needed to on the light. As far as I know, this series has been a bit NSFW. No clue what this series will be. I'm jolly well not gonna watch this series anytime soon. This is probably one of those series I'll take a while to sit in and then just watch it back when I feel I have the courage to, like my Konosuba days. This is that series for me. How much NSFW is gonna have? Sweat to who what will know, man. Maybe the author knows, right? He wrote that shit. He wrote crazy stuff. Then again, it's Japan who wrote the craziest shit, like Inukai-san's dog. So yeah, Matodo Yaju. I believe this is which one was this? The Witch and the Beast. Ah, right. These two are not human beings. They are like beasts living in human societies and stuff. No idea whether I watched this actually. I wasn't interested in this, so who knows? I'm putting this on skip. Right. Gakai Alice, Dr. Alice, the Royal Lady with the Lamp. I might watch this, but maybe at like 3 episodes, give it a try. Yeah, I probably will be watching it during this period, probably after my mid-semester break maybe. Yeah, give it a time to build up first, because episode 1 haven't aired. Metallic Roach. No idea what this is. I don't even remember this. Probably skipping. You can see what I skip usually. Isekai Unsent Paradise, hard skip. Hard skip. Etchy though. Hard skip. If I'm feeling a bit late maybe. But I don't think so. The thing doesn't even interest me half the time, so yeah. Burn the Witches, you didn't watch the previous one, don't bother. Imi-sama, Gomon the Jikan Desu. Time for Torture Princess. Is this the right one? I have no idea whether this is the right one. I have no idea. I probably will skip this, doesn't look interesting. Mokushiroku no Yon Kishi, the 7 Deadly Sins. I didn't watch 7 Deadly Sins, so probably not gonna watch it. Honno Michi, skip is. I believe this is Mahjong. Skip, right? This Momochi-san Chi no Ayakashi Oji. No idea about this. I might give it a 3 episode. This looks okay. Interesting, maybe. Not much to say. I didn't watch the trailer for this, so I'm not sure. A lot of these actually I never watched already, so like I can just say I have skipped everything. Yeah, actually I skipped everything. Literally skipped everything. I didn't watch any of this. PV trailers or whatnot. Yep. Okay, so I think that's all for this. Yep. Let me see if there's anything that I actually would be considering to watch. Anyways, about time for me to end the stream. Yeah, so yeah, that's all the stuff I'm watching. Or intending to watch anyway, because I haven't started watching some of them yet. With that said, I do hope that you enjoy. Today's stream is very scarce because it's half GBF, half anime talk. But I didn't have anything planned. It was going to be a short stream by itself. I was originally making a stream 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Doesn't look good, right? So I'm just fill it up here at 40 plus minutes at the back. Just to make it look like nicer, right? Ding! No. With that said though, thank you very much for watching. If you do enjoy this kind of content, you know, like whenever I do GBF, you know, talk about random anime, which this is not my first time I do an anime rant. I've done that quite a few times in my other playthrough series. Yeah, then give it a like and then subscribe and press the notification bell below, and obviously comment down below if you have anything like what anime you have watched, or if the Guild War was fun for you. If you have a good burst team, what was a grade that you use, maybe share it, you know. It's gonna be, the day is gonna be over and no one's probably gonna use it, but you know, you can just share it and you know, boost the interaction rate, right? Without further ado, that this smells so good. Without further ado, see you next time. The next time I stream is unconfirmed, but the next time I probably can stream is Thursday, and it might be special. I can't confirm it right now, but it should be special. We might have a guest. Well, I cannot say who is it yet, but it might come soon. But I say it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. If we suddenly have something happen, not gonna work out, then we're gonna cancel that as still, you know, this. But if everything works out, yes, we're gonna have a fun time on Thursday. So if you do want to enjoy the special 5C content that we're gonna have on this Thursday, do come around, I think 5 PM GMT plus 8 around this time. Hopefully by that time we will be able to do the stuff. But if not, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on Thursday. Bye bye.